A leader gives articulation to the imagination of the population. Always place your becoming above your current being. And if you think tough men are dangerous, wait until you see what weak men are capable of. Attend carefully to your posture. Quit drooping and hunching around. Speak your mind. Assume that the person you are listening to might know something you don't. Be precise in your speech. Speech can give structure and re-establish order. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. Don't underestimate the hole your absence would leave. Every person is deeply flawed. Good conversation is the best preparation for proper living. Face the demands of life voluntarily. Respond to a challenge, instead of bracing for a catastrophe. If you are not willing to be a fool, you can't become a master. If you will not reveal yourself to others, you cannot reveal yourself to yourself. If you don't say what you think, then you kill your unborn self. If you fulfill your obligations every day, you don't need to worry about the future. If you betray yourself, if you say untrue things, if you act out a lie, you weaken your character. If your life is not what it could be, try telling the truth. In order to be able to think, you have to risk being offensive. Imagine who you could be, and then aim single-mindedly at that. I don't think that you have any insight whatsoever into your capacity for good until you have some well-developed insight into your capacity for evil. Ideologies are substitutes for true knowledge, and ideologues are always dangerous when they come to power, because a simple-minded I know-it-all approach is no match for the complexity of existence. It took untold generations to get you where you are. A little gratitude might be in order. It's in responsibility that most people find the meaning that sustains them through life. Life isn't supposed to be happy or fair. Life is supposed to be meaningful. Maybe it's not the world that's at fault. Maybe it's you. No tree can grow to heaven, adds the ever-terrifying Carl Gustav Jung, psychoanalyst extraordinaire, unless its roots reach down to hell. Perhaps you are overvaluing what you don't have and undervaluing what you do. Start to stop doing what you know to be wrong. Say only those things that make you strong. Do only those things that you could speak of with honor. The lack of your best hurts everything. The successful among us delay gratification. The successful among us bargain with the future. The purpose of life, as far as I can tell, is to find a mode of being that's so meaningful that the fact that life is suffering is no longer relevant. The meaning of your life may be sufficient to keep the corrupting influence of mortal despair at bay. The purpose of life is finding the largest burden that you can bear and bearing it. To journey happily may well be better than to arrive. To suffer terribly and to know yourself as the cause, that is hell. To learn is to die voluntarily and be born again, in great ways and small. There's some real utility in gratitude. There's no quick pathways from smart to wise. Wish upon a star, and then act properly, in accordance with that aim. Work as hard as you possibly can on at least one thing and see what happens. When you have something to say, silence is a lie, and tyranny feeds on lies. When you don't know what to do, tell the truth. What you aim at determines what you see. We have to rediscover the eternal values and then live them out. We must each adopt as much responsibility as possible for individual life, society and the world. What's the difference between the successful and the unsuccessful? The successful sacrifice. You should never sacrifice what you could be for what you are. You have to be willing to be a fool to advance. You positively need to be occupied with something weighty, deep, profound, and difficult. You already know what you know. Unless your life is perfect, what you know is not enough.